were good looking.
Shut up.
Oh my god. You're not nice. So this is why you're a single man eating a Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tarts are good.
He put Pop-Tarts in the toaster.
Burnt myself.
He asked me to come over. He lured me to his house full of Pop-Tarts.
Okay, can we literally just do the video? What is this video on? You
okay.
Tell me?
Today, LPL Week 1. Day 2 predictions. We got the TSM of LPL. We got Edward Gaming playing Sinodragon Gaming. LGD versus Bilibili Gaming.
What I want to point out is that we're not going to do every game in existence, but I want to kind of get over every team is played now. I want to kind of predict all those teams first before this goes out. So
I hate you.
No, I'm just saying, like, we do want to do, since we've only done essentially 4 teams, I want to get, like, a prediction for, like, beginning of the year, and then towards the middle, when things are kind of solved, it's going to be more obvious who's going to win. So it's like, we're not going to do it all year, but we will start doing it towards the beginning.
Winners! Alright, we're going to predict out of EDG and Sinodragon.
I mean, Sinodragon, I mean...
They might come out and surprise people. Who they got? Sinodragon is...
I mean, they're not too...
Chang Hong. The typical Chinese name.
No, for the most part, Sinodragon has...
Xiaopeng.
The Xiaopeng's jungler is, if anybody remembers, is a pretty substantially, like, gifted... what's it called? Gifted Nidalee player. But
he kind of fell off after Nidalee wasn't meta anymore.
It was more so like a solo queue kind of thing that he kind of got it from, but... For the most part, I want to point out that Sinodragon, when I actually watched their games, it looked a lot better than I expected, just based off of on paper. I mean, they lost every game. They did. That's just what
I don't predict EDG. EDG's probably going to win like 2-0.
But Sinodragon is genuinely more impressive than people give them credit for, even as a bottom tier team, which I think they are. I think that they have a lot of talent on this team. Xiaopeng is probably going to be a star later on. And this bot lane did not look bad. I think they were the... Like, when the team was falling apart during their first season, before they got sent into the loser's bracket against, I think it was Rogue Warriors.
I think Xiaohong, their top laner, could be an average top laner, all things considered.
But for the most part, I think the 3 people you want to look at if you're looking at this team are going to be Xiaopeng, Gala, and Mark. I think, for the most part, there's not really anybody else that I could see challenging, like, for actual starting spots after they've shown that they're not capable of it. I mean, we saw them. They didn't look bad. I mean, I don't want to say that any of these people looked bad, except they did. I think the mid lane or top are pretty weak. But again, they have a lot of strong people.
What's his name? Willa?
Are you trying to read? Is that what's happening?
His name Twilla.
Yeah.
The T has to be silent. I mean,
how does tell me what would make that silent?
Tell me what you think. How I'm not amazingly good at God prediction of league.
Okay, what do you want to say?
What?
Okay, whatever.
Twitch chat meaning. I'm just kidding. I don't really know. Their weakest point when I actually got a chance to watch like the Demacia Cup games, their weakest point was just not having a direction on the map. Like they like got a gank off and then like just sat lanes and did nothing. Like you didn't see their jungler like pushing his advantage, trying to get deep rewards in the enemy jungler's part of the jungle. You didn't really see their top laner kind of doing well against any top laner in general. It just, I don't know. I don't like see them not taking a game off EDG because EDG did show like a bit of EDG plays slow too. Like they'll get leads and just not do anything too. So it's like you're playing against a team that both are gonna play fairly slow in my opinion. So
yeah, honestly, like again, what I'm
I wouldn't be surprised if EDG lost to this team.
I would actually be 100% surprised. I do think like if you like honestly look at just the teams in general, I think that solo lanes EDG dominates. Like just completely sounds. The bot lane again, I do think they have a lot of potential. Like the bot lane for Sinodragons, I saw them play during the runs, and they were kind of the underlying. A lot of people weren't looking at them coming in. Everybody was looking at this Xiaopeng as the up and coming jungler, which I do think he is capable of. But Gala, I think that is how you say it. It's a Chinese for some fruit. I think I don't know. I'm not Chinese. I don't know these words. Shut up. Okay, so Gala and Mark or who was playing. Was it Mark? They have really close names, so. I don't remember exactly, but the 2 people who were playing pretty much the entire tournament were absolutely not that unimpressive. Like, I really think during the first game when everybody was struggling around the map, their ability to play really smart was kind of what kept the team from getting stomped.
It's like I could see them getting better as the weeks progress.
Oh, 100%. I think they have potential. I think the top and mid are going to have to go eventually. But
I think the top can stay if he just did his job. I think the mid laner would eventually.
I mean, everybody can stay. I think the best idea. I mean, all of them obviously can get better because
like
they just
China. You need. I think China is almost just like EU. You just need like stronger mid. A team needs a stronger mid laner to be like.
I think getting rid of your weakest points, even if you don't have I think Shanghong is not the worst player on the team, but for the most part, I still think he should be replaced. They're all young. Again, I want to point out they're all pretty new to the league, but it's really not the best bet to keep somebody like him. And EDG, iBoy, Mako, that's going to stop their bot lane.
Majority of people.
Especially at the beginning of the year, I think that though they are a solid... Again, I don't want to say super solid.
I think of them as like the Cloud9 of 2018 spring. Who are you talking about? EDG.
Okay,
like they get like leads and just don't really do anything. Well, but if you get leads against teams that don't know how to punish you, it really doesn't matter. Their players are just substantially better than all of them else.
I'm not too worried about it. I think that EDG is going to come into form. I think iBoy in his probably third season now is going to look a lot better this year.
You also got Ray, who looked fantastic at Worlds.
Ray looked good, really good coming up like recently. I think he's going to be a solid top laner in the future.
I'm pretty sure they're going to play Haro over Clearlove.
It's really... I don't know, man. Like, it feels like... I know Clearlove has his record, but... I mean, record of people saying stuff about him, but... Clearlove didn't play that bad at Worlds. I mean, a lot of people like to think that, but...
It's weird. The one year they don't talk about him, he plays well.
The one time he's not in the top 3 for jungle... I mean, for people's rankings. Like, he just does fine. And Scout, obviously...
I think Scout's one of the best mid laners in LPL.
He is. I think he's in the top 3 for sure.
It's weird how he doesn't even like. He's not even Korean. He's not even Chinese, guys. He's Korean. This is SKT's old mid laner. He was gonna be kind of like their Easyhoon in 2016, and then he left after 1 week of losing to like Jin Air. So he was like, I'm good.
I mean, honestly, for the most part, there's a lot of really good mid laners in Korea. I mean, in China, they're Korean, but I mean, really only Knight, I would say, stands out. Knight and Zhao, who stand out as mid laners.
So, what is your predictions for EDG versus Sinodragon Gaming?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 2-0 for Edward Gaming.
I got 2-0 for my boys EDG.
Okay.
This is Ray's on XC9 fan because he's gonna bring all the memes.
He is. I think that for the most part, Edward Gaming just wins around the map. Though I do think again, Sinodragons is gonna look better towards the end of the year. They're not going to be good enough to challenge.
I think they'll be like that team that almost could have made playoffs.
I would say maybe that much. I would say that might be the case.
But I think if they got to playoffs, they would get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, I don't know how good their coaching staff is beyond the few games I saw, so I can't really speak for that.
All right, so this one's gonna. I mean, this team has a big fan base. LGD Gaming. So most people aren't gonna know
versus who?
Versus Bilibili Gaming. So it's really interesting. LGD is a interesting story in the league. I personally think they got their 15 minutes of fame back in 2015, and then they just really haven't done anything since. But we have a little bit of interesting here, because there's a lot of named players people remember. Remember, Kramer and Kuro played on a Free to Freaks last year together. They're both split up now.
And they're playing each other the first game of the season for each.
Wow, it's crazy. Kramer and PYL. I think PYL is one of the best supports in the LPL. I think he's really good. I think that he's been largely dragged down by his team. He really has been. He's a great mechanically gifted player.
He's great mechanically, but again, I don't really like what he brings to the team for the most part. I think he's slightly over aggressive, and
he gets punished a lot.
He does. And Condi, who's the jungler for LGD, did not look good last year. If anybody remembers him coming off of his little split off.
Oh yeah, because his father passed away, and he was like, "Okay, I'm doing a Uzi. I'm taking a split off." Came back. Holy crap!
He was not
beyond that Baron stealing Condi dude we remember.
I'd like to see Condi come back to form. I think he's a pretty good player.
And Emmy's not bad. If Emmy's because they replaced the one guy called Wayless, right?
Called Wayless, that's his name.
Is Wayless Emmy changed again?
No, okay. Wayless is on a different team, I think. Let me see what team. Wayless has to be on a team. There's no way he's not on a team.
I think they said he retired. There's no. I think
Who said that?
I think one of the LPL casters in their podcast.
I'm looking right now because I can't imagine. I don't think Wayless was bad enough to retire this early.
Or he might have took a split off, but overall, I think like Bilibili Gaming. They have ADD from MVP who didn't look that bad. He wasn't that bad of a top laner as people kept making him out to be. I felt like what he tried to do around the map just couldn't get facilitated because MVP was just awful in their bot side, mid to support for MVP was horrible.
So let's be honest. I think LGD has a really decently strong bot lane.
I think LGD could be a sleeper team for this split.
See, the thing about it is, let's think about it.
That, though.
At the best possible scenario for them, Kramer and PYL, pretty great bot lane.
Yeah.
Condi is a good jungler when he's not doing poorly, and then the weak points obviously Ian and Lies. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Honestly,
is Ian their newest mid lane?
You know, Ian's has been around the league for a bit. I don't know if he's gonna do very well. Honestly,
Lies, he's new, right?
I mean, Lies has been around for a while. No,
I
don't think he's been.
I've seen Lies.
No, he was on Dan Gaming.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, they have strong players, but it's really like.
I mean, the thing about it is, regardless of the situation, Lies and Ian, and honestly, they still have Yuki, which is kind of something that worries me. I don't think I like. I mean, Yuki is not extremely good. That's why they kind of even brought in Ian, and the fact is that Ian's not great either. I think that both of these players, though, aren't terrible. I think they're pretty poor. And then Lies has literally been around the league for a long time, has had zero success. I mean, it's not even based purely off this team because, like,
sometimes,
for the most part,
I mean, that can be an excuse for a few splits, but after a while, it's just you yourself.
I mean, the thing about it is, Lies just got replaced. I mean, let's think about that. Lies got replaced by they brought in somebody else on Top Gaming. If you remember, 369. What is it? It's 369.
Oh yeah, Lies was their top laner last split.
Yeah.
The
reason they got rid of him was because of obviously 369 had quite a bit more potential. Was newer to the league. I mean, all around, I can see 3 people on this team being decent, but that's pretty much it. They have a guiding hand in what I would say is PYL, but even then, PYL has never been a shot caller, so I don't really see this team doing well. And then Bilibili Gaming,
they're a bit interesting.
They're interesting, actually.
I don't think ADD is bad. I think ADD is comparable enough to beat Lies.
I think Chieftain is probably. I really hope.
I hope Chieftain comes.
I don't think he's gonna be the starter. Like, I feel like he is on the team. And obviously, like, he was the starter last year, but I don't feel like he should be. They brought in a new guy. I don't know enough about him. He just started.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that guy.
I really hope they're bringing up this new guy in Meteor because that's probably their best bet.
Wasn't Chieftain their jungler from last year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he was not impressive.
I think Kuro came off probably his best split.
Best year he's had for a while.
Of his entire career, I would say, actually. I'd say for the most part, I think Kuro's always been the weak links on the strong team he's been on. And he's gradually improved to the point where I think...
This is a problem. Like, it's weird because remember how we criticized Vitality for having a jungler in a position they can't speak to? Mid is even more important than jungle. How are they going to speak to Kuro and dictate plays around the map?
The thing about it is, while I would say that, I feel like China has a way better, like, what's it called? Support system for, like, facilitating these people's needs, like, that speak different languages. They have imported by far and away the most Koreans out of any region. Like, there's it's not even close.
Their Korean exodus is
like and honestly, these people who come from Korea are absolutely kind of meld well with these teams for the most part. I mean, some of them didn't work out. Obviously, we had who was it? We had what was that guy's name?
There's a lot of
no. He went to what was that team with GBM in NA?
Oh, NRG.
NRG. He was what is his name? AHQ.
OHQ,
sorry. Yeah. OHQ went over there, obviously didn't do well there. I mean, he didn't really do well in A to be fair, but for the most part, all these they have a few Koreans that don't work out, but I think that it kind of means a lot less when it's a Korean going to China than any other region, because I feel like their support system at this point is quite a bit more developed.
And I still feel like the culture between something with China and Korea's culture, it's just like they like try to replicate it in China. To the point where like the players themselves don't feel like they're too far away from home. And honestly, I know these are kind of boring games, like for the most part, but I want to point out that if you're just interested in action-packed league, then this might be this day and tomorrow. I mean, not that the first and second day for China, honestly, are probably your best bets to see some kind of just drastically bloodbath games. These are some extremely aggressive teams on the first game with Invictus Gaming and
what's it called?
Top.
Yeah, in top. And then today they have a lot of teams trying to prove themselves with a lot of
Yeah, you have players that have been trying to prove themselves for a while. Like Kramer wants to obviously do better than he did last year.
They have a lot of good players.
You have PYL, who hasn't been relevant since like 2015. He wants to kind of show that he can still be a top tier support. You have Condi. He just wants to just play now. He's going to be interesting. I think a big factor in by Bilibili winning is their AD carry. I think their AD carry is actually pretty decent.
But I think that I'm gonna put it out there. I think Kramer's quite a bit better. I think.
Yeah. So
I think my prediction is gonna be 2-1 Bilibili. I think that
I'm gonna spice it up. I'm gonna say 2-1 LGD.
I think for the most part, my opinion on this is Kuro is 100% gonna be the deciding factor because I think he's quite a bit better than either one of the mid lanes they put out on the table.
Kuro would have to get past his passive playstyle.
He doesn't even man. He'll dominate either one of these two. I think that the mid lane is so weak that it doesn't matter what he plays like. I think that ADD obviously, though I think he's not incredible. I think he's pretty competent.
They switched out Road for Bilibili. They have Kin and Min.
What did you just say?
Kin, or Mini. They have these two now. I didn't even think Road was bad.
I didn't like Road, and obviously Road had some attitude problems. If you remember the reason he kept getting banned, so
yeah,
obviously he's not worth keeping at that point. So for the most part, I think that
you're saying 2-1.
I'm saying 2-1 Bilibili. I think that's
2-1 LGD.
Yeah. So honestly, again, I want to point it out. This is the most action-packed region in the world. I've been watching it for a long time for a specific region. Like I'm for a specific reason. Sorry, shut up. For the most part, if you don't want really any macro and you just want people punching each other in the face, this is the one to go to. I mean, I don't really see another reason.
Pretty much else. Unless you want to do week 1, day 3, which is even worse games.
I mean, if they're worse games, I don't really feel like doing every game in existence.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I'm saying 2-1. Saying 2-1 for Bilibili.
So, see you guys later.
I hope my boy Condi wins.
I hope so.